Hello again everybody and welcome to another Dalton Trucking training video. So in this training video we're going to learn about how to properly hook up and disconnect your trailers. In the past we have dropped trailers inside and outside of our yard due to incorrect hookup of the trailer. After investigation of such incidents we have found out that 100% of the time this has happened because of improper pre-trip inspection by the driver. Now we do understand that you did your tug test on the trailer and it passed. But with these new fifth wheel designs that we currently have installed in most of our fleet, a simple tug test is just not enough. In every case we looked into, we came to the conclusion that if the driver had just taken the extra 10 seconds or so to go check his locking jaws on the fifth wheel, the accident would have been averted. Now remember, with most of the fifth wheels that we have, they may look locked from inside the cab and they may even pass a tug test, but that does not mean that the jaw is locked. The driver must physically get out and look before departing for your day. So now let's go ahead and take a look at what you're going to need to do to properly inspect your truck and trailer before you hook up. Before you actually hook up your trailer to your tractor, it's a good time to check your fifth wheel, the welds, the grease level, make sure the handle's pulled fully open, etc. This is the only chance you'll be able to do this, because if you have your trailer hooked up to it, you won't be able to get to these points. So it's a good time to do that. Another thing, before you hook up your trailer, you want to properly inspect your kingpin on the trailer. Make sure it's not cracked, bent, broken, or anything like that. We wouldn't want this trailer falling off on the middle of the 710 freeway now, would we? What's next is to line your tractor up nice and straight to the trailer, but don't hook up yet. Stop prior to going underneath the trailer. The reason why we stop is because we want to make sure the clearance from the fifth wheel plate to the trailer is proper. Also, before hooking up to your trailer, ensure that you have the maxi cans on your trailer. If your trailer is not equipped with the maxi can style brake canister, it will not have parking brakes, which means if you back to it, there will be nothing holding the trailer in place if the air has been depleted from the system. So first you must air up this style of trailer before even attempting to back to it. And there, you heard the noise for the fifth wheel locking, but that's just not good enough. So I'm going to tug test it here real quick. That's also not good enough. So I'm going to physically get out and look. GOAL, get out and look. It's the only way that you'll know for sure that your trailer is locked. I'm checking the front to make sure the bolt is all the way in. That's a good indicator to know if it's locked. Making sure my handle is pushed all the way in. But the number one thing that you want to check is those locking jaws. Make sure they are closed and in the locked position. See here, I have a flashlight. I can see they're closed and locked. So now it's time to raise my landing gear and get out. Here we are hooking up a set of bottom dumps. You can see I have a freshly greased fifth wheel there. Very nice. Stopping prior to going underneath the trailer and going under the trailer nice and slowly. You can see it lifted up just a little bit. Perfect. Next thing you want to check is your pull handle on this style of fifth wheel. Make sure that little red locker is in the locked position. See how it's down right here? That's exactly what you want it to look like. You flip it up to open it. Okay, so next we're going to show you how to couple a trailer that does not have any spring brakes attached to it. But first I'm going to show you how to correctly identify a canister with and without spring brakes. So on the left side of this video you're seeing a 3030 maxi can. Now it looks very similar to the Type 30 service can that's on the right here. So what's the difference between the two? As you can see, the Type 3030 maxi can has this service brake side or parking brake side to it, which enables it to be used as a parking brake. But the Type 30 service chamber does not. So if your trailer is equipped with the Type 30 service chamber, it will not have parking brakes if the air is depleted from it. Now let's show you what would happen if you hook up to a trailer that has a Type 30 service can on it without parking brakes. Let's take a look at what happens when you back up to a trailer with service chambers with no air. As you can see, the trailer is pushed back into the K-rail about 3 feet. So to prevent accidental roll of the trailer when coupling, all you need to do is simply back to the side of the trailer, connect your red emergency air line, and supply air to the trailer system. Keep in mind, by backing sideways to your trailer, you eliminate the chance of stretching your air lines over your fifth wheel plate, covering them with grease. Once your trailer is all aired up, it is now safe to connect it and go on with your day. Now let's take a look at some of the fifth wheels we have here in stock, Dalton Trucking. The first style is our most common here. When the release handle is pulled, a bolt at the top of the plate is pushed outward, indicating you have an unlocked fifth wheel. When it is coupled, the bolt returns to its original position. The second style is found on some of our Western Star trucks. With this style of fifth wheel, there's no visual reference from the cab to indicate you have a locked fifth wheel. This fifth wheel has a red lock indicator on the driver's side of the plate. Remember, the red indicator must be in the full down position prior to moving your tractor trailer to ensure you don't have an accidental drop. Keep in mind, Dalton's policy still states that you must physically get out and look at the locking jaws prior to moving your vehicle. Ensuring your locking jaws are in the locked position is the only way you'll be able to know for sure that you are safe to move that truck. Now let's take a look at a fifth wheel plate that was recently removed from our shop. As you can see, this fifth wheel plate is extremely worn on the right side of the fifth wheel plate. The blue circle indicates how your kingpin would look as it's inside. Now look to the right side. There's a big gap about 1/4 inch on the right side as compared to the left side. Also, if you look at the left side compared to the right side, the left side looks nice and straight. It's up and down, vertical. But the right side looks more concave. This is definitely an out of service violation for this fifth wheel plate. If you need your fifth wheel plate adjusted, just write it up and the shop will adjust it for you. Okay, moving on to another truck I found at the yard. This driver must have backed up to his trailer way too fast because he actually peeled back the skin of his fifth wheel plate here. Another time he dropped his trailer when it was way too low and it damaged this support bracket here. So let's take a look now at the result of not having a locked fifth wheel. Now let's take a look at how to properly disconnect your tractor from your trailer. On this style fifth wheel, you pull the handle out and to the side to place it in the unlocked position. Notice the red lever is in the up and unlocked position. Pull out from underneath your trailer slowly so you do not accidentally bend or break your landing gear. Remember, you must never drop a set of loaded bottom dump trailers. Now, with the traditional style landing gear, all you need to do is lower your landing gear until it is about 1 or 2 inches raised above the ground. When it is raised off the ground like this, it makes it easier for the next driver to hook up to it. This gap here is perfect distance. Then you pull your fifth wheel handle to place it in the unlocked position, and again, pull away slowly so you do not cause damage to the trailer. Thank you for watching this training video. Remember to turn in your completed test to your dispatcher or HR personnel.